there's a video on my phone channel. I believe it's called Cranking 'Em Out or something to that effect. I'll link it if you're curious. Basically, it's me talking about nothing, about how I felt like I was pressured to keep making videos and how hard it is to maintain a YouTube audience. And that's one thing I was talking about, how hard it is to have a YouTube audience. I might have said that in the comments or something, I don't remember the exact context, but someone replied to me saying, yeah, that's hard, but it's even harder to find somebody to watch. Rather than finding people to watch you, it's more difficult than finding good people to watch you. And that sort of took me by surprise. That sort of really shocked me. I guess I didn't expect that sort of, I'm going to try and do this in one take, so sorry you get that. I was kind of taken back by that. I mean, that is something that I believe is true. Because that's something, for me, like, that's why I love YouTube in the first place. The idea that there are several people on here who are expressing themselves in different ways. And really, being on YouTube, it is an art in a certain way, don't you think? I mean, you can convey anything about yourself that you want. First off, you can create a whole new personality for yourself. I mean, here I can upload a video and 500 people watch it. I don't really know 500 people in real life. Or more or less, if I want to say something, they aren't going to listen to me. So, that's definitely, I can, and how much they know about me, about my personal life, that's totally up to me. I can tell them everything about myself, or I can tell them almost nothing. We also can have a significant impact on the people that we're presenting ourselves to also. It doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're creating music that will hopefully touch people in a certain way or make them convey some sort of emotion. If it's comedy and people appreciate it because it makes them feel something better about themselves, or maybe the comedian is basing it around some negative aspect of themselves, showing that it's okay to laugh at yourself. Maybe it's a gamer who shows a deeper connection with their video games or the concept of playing video games, and you see something new from that, or the way that they conduct themselves, it just touches you somehow. Or maybe it's some ranter who conveys opinions on a certain topic, and the way that they do it, it can change the way you think about a topic, or the way you think about reality as a whole sometimes. No matter what you do, you have a significant impact on the people who you're watching, or at least you have the potential to, which I think is really interesting. I guess that's something that I really like about YouTube, since I tend to have antisocial tendencies, and I tend to be afraid to talk to people sometimes. I do like finding new vloggers, because that sort of gives me my, I guess my needs for the day in terms of social interaction. I feel like I've got that person who's conveying their thoughts to me, but as to what exactly they're conveying, I think that, I don't know, I think a lot of the time it doesn't necessarily have meaning, or it doesn't have meaning that's relevant to you. That's something that I've been really thinking about, like finding people who I feel, when they make videos, it touches me in some way or has some sort of special relevance in my life, or something to that effect. Having something that matters. And I know that that's an arbitrary word, that something matters, but I think that it's applicable because, something that has some sort of impact to you. And it's pretty easy to get me to subscribe to a channel. I'll subscribe to pretty much anybody who makes regular content. Or even if you don't make regular content, if it's something that I deem as being good in any sense of the word, I'll probably subscribe, because I'm always on the lookout for new people who make, in my opinion, great content. But I don't know, it's like I'm in pursuit of something that maybe doesn't exist. And maybe that's why I started making videos, because I felt like maybe I could be that for someone. I could be that person who makes videos that has a deeper impact on them. And I'm not sure how I would want to do that, because I don't really have a lot of talents in specific. There's not a lot that I feel like I'm particularly gifted in comparison to everybody else. There are things that I can do fairly well, but there are plenty of other people who can do it better. They are more comfortable doing it, and they already have a pre-established audience. So it's like, can I really do that? I don't know. I think like my biggest thing for me is just being able to be open about my thoughts or feelings, and maybe I can touch someone that way. Maybe they feel like they can relate to me in some way and get some sort of meaning out of that. But I haven't really been doing that a lot, have I? I don't even know what I've been doing. I've mostly been sharing my thoughts and beliefs on certain topics, or how they relate to world events. I don't know if that's really what I want to do, though. at one end it is what I want to do because I've been doing it. I've enjoyed doing it. But once again, I don't feel like it's what I'm best at. I don't feel like it's I don't know, it's not like I don't want to do it. It's just I don't know if it's what I want to do in that I feel like I want to make an impact on people's lives or do something not interesting, but something lasting. I guess because I feel like in my life I'm not doing much that's lasting, because in a way nobody's really doing anything that's lasting. But I gotta feel like I gotta make some imprint on the world, or at least the world of YouTube, or maybe in just one or two lives, if that's possible. It doesn't seem like anybody really does that on YouTube, but maybe that's because I just have unrealistic expectations. Maybe nobody can do that. Maybe that's just something unrealistic that doesn't happen, and the stuff that I see is the best that's out there. Or maybe there's one person out there who makes videos that are just incredible and do mean a lot, and I just haven't found them yet. I don't know if it's unrealistic to hold out hopes that I'll find someone someday that meets what I believe are my expectations, or if I'm always going to expect something better. Like if I see something, I'm going to say, oh, well, what's something better than that? So I don't know. This has gone on a bit longer than I thought, so I think I'm going to end it here. Thanks for listening. And what are your thoughts? When you watch somebody on YouTube, why do you watch them? What do you get out of them? And what do you expect to see from them? What is your ideal in terms of watching somebody on this website?